Hello there, my name is Tom Scrallo and welcome to my YouTube channel where we talk all things trading, finances and money in general. Now, when is Bitcoin going to reach $100,000 and what's my exit strategy out of my big crypto portfolio? All of that in this video. Without any further ado, let's get right into it. Oh, and one small announcement before we begin. Black Friday has started at Tom Scrallo. Minus 50% off on all of my trading learning programs. So if you've been looking forward to joining one of my trading learning programs and becoming a part of my famous university grade trading education, then here is your chance to join at half the price. The seats are super limited and they sell out really fast. So after this video, go to offer.tomscrallo.com, also link in the description, and become one of my students today. Because this kind of an opportunity is not gonna last. It doesn't happen often at all. So if you've been looking to join at a good price, now is your opportunity and this is your chance. So join today, I'll see you at the lessons, and let's get right back to the topic. So a huge question, when is Bitcoin gonna be worth $100,000? Is it gonna go higher, or is it gonna be the end of Bitcoin very soon, etc.? This is the biggest question that everybody is asking right now. And to be honest, there is a huge number of things that is actually affecting this. So in this video, I wanna cover the most important ones and just go over what's the current situation and what would be my current expectation of the market. As you might know, and if you haven't seen the video that I did where I was trading live and I was actually putting together my portfolio and I was buying into certain altcoins. I currently own more than 10 different altcoins, including XRP and Cardano and Stellar Lumens, Chainlink, BitTorrent, and even some Dogecoin. Let it be in there. And I have a pretty sizable crypto portfolio right now. I don't own any Bitcoin, but I do own Ethereum from, the top two cryptos. Ethereum is my top pick, and then the majority of the portfolio is all the altcoins, super strong ones, no shit coins. So if you wanna know exactly which coins I'm holding, then there is a video that I did like a few months ago when the crypto was crashing after China's announcement that is banning crypto. So this was the time when I was actually buying this huge dip, since I sold off all the crypto before the situation with China, and I disclosed fully what I'm buying and what's my expectation back then. So this video is just an update of what's going on. So click the pop-up banner and check out that video. As for the current situation, let's move to the trading screen right here and let's take a look at Bitcoin. So this is gonna be our daily chart, and this was our previous all-time high right here. So this is something that we've been waiting so long to finally pass. And that's what we've done here. So we're finally at an all-time high at about $69,000, which again is an incredibly great sign that Bitcoin was able to pull itself together and go past its all-time high. Not by much at this time, but it still is a very good sign for the achievement of the goal of $100,000. So as of right now, we are having a small consolidation that we actually broke out of, and right now, because of this small correction here has happened primarily because the spot ETF was not approved, so and the market was a bit hesitant, and that's the way it reacted by actually going back to $64,000. However, I think that this is going to be really a short-term issue, so it's not going to be affecting the price of the Bitcoin that very much, because the momentum that we are riding, if you're going to be looking at this spreading flag here, the momentum is really strong. So as of right now, what we're hoping for is to catch that FOMO effect and have Bitcoin just take off to the moon to at least $100,000 and perhaps even more than $100,000, because it's really when the capitalization of the whole crypto market is growing so fast, so rapidly, it's really difficult to say exactly where it's gonna stop, where it's gonna be that peak. So it can actually, some are saying that by the end of the year it can go past $200,000. But to be honest, in my personal humble opinion, this is a little bit too optimistic. What my honest expectation is that we'll do some small consolidation in this area right here. Once we finally get to $70,000 and we break it, we might see a rally to, let's say, $80,000. And after that, this FOMO effect really will kick in. And don't forget about Bitcoin dominance. And this is something that is very important in the crypto world. Right now, Bitcoin has broken out of the falling wedge when it comes to the Bitcoin and altcoin dominance comparison. So right now, Bitcoin is dominating and it's primarily a Bitcoin season right now. So we'll see this rally and all the money going into Bitcoin, which is, just pretty much a pump of the Bitcoin in very simple layman terms. And that can take us to about $100,000. The question is when. As you can see, when this correction has happened, and we had this previous small correction on the way up to where we are right now, we actually came from $40,000 to almost $70,000 in the matter of a few weeks. So in reality, once Bitcoin starts rallying and FOMO effect kicks in, it can take it just like a week or two to get at $200,000 to $100,000. So it can happen really fast. So in my personal opinion, because I'm, with Crawler Trade Ideas as well, we're doing a lot of analysis. I'm speaking to a lot of people. I'm watching other videos, other traders, and following a lot of people as well. And so I'm trying to understand, the market sentiment, what are people expecting and what's reasonable, what's not, what are the numbers, volume, and the current political standpoint and the market sentiment in terms of the politics and macroeconomics and what's going on. So in my personal opinion, if nothing comes out, no such, the next China saying, or the United States saying that it's banning Bitcoin suddenly, that would put an end to this bull run for sure. But if everything stays as it is, so there are no big reasons for the crypto to drop as of right now. There is nothing too huge against Bitcoin. So if this continues as it is, so the political background is going to be fine and actually pleasant for crypto to climb, then I personally think that we should see Bitcoin at $100,000 at the latest by February. My initial expectation was by the end of the year, so let's say there would be like 6 weeks left from this point right now. It could happen, but I'm leaning more towards perhaps January or maybe February, and but it can still happen by the end of the year, sometime in December. So the November is not over yet, and we could see a really nice, powerful move to past 75, 80K in November, and then in December we could actually touch 100, and then in January the most FOMO effect at the top of the line is going to kick in and we can actually go far past $100,000. But there definitely is going to be some resistance at 100K simply out of the number itself, and certain round numbers have a huge psychological effect on the market. So that's definitely something that we'll be looking out for. But as of right now, me as Tom Scrollo, I'm not seeing any reasons in the market for crypto to stop climbing and correct down to 20,000. I mean Bitcoin. I don't really see any reason for it to come down to 40,000 or 30,000 or even the previous all-time high, which was 20,000. I really see no reason for it. I might be wrong again. Invest your money at your own risk, but as of what we are seeing, that the plan that I had previously is playing out step by step, just as I planned, more or less. Now, the big question then, and that's the second part of this video, when to actually exit with altcoins or the Bitcoin. So if I were to be holding Bitcoin and I would have, and I don't, for example, there are different people. There are people who are putting money into crypto and then they hold it for like 10 years. They don't give a shit. That's one thing. Then you can even forget about any of this and you don't even have to watch this video anymore. But if you're one of those people who is trying to take more, you're not a trader, you're more of an investor, but you're trying to take, these major cyclical, whatever you call it, those cycles, and you want to profit as much as possible, but without doing any hyperactive swing trading or any stuff like that, then this video is for you. So I think that personally, if I were to be holding Bitcoin, and I am one of those traders and investors who wants to benefit the most from the biggest wide moves like this one, for example, this is a correction that I purchased, so I bought into this correction here. In altcoins, I'm just using Bitcoin as an example because Bitcoin is a general trend giver anyway for the most altcoins. I would be, buying into a huge dip like this, so I wouldn't be trying to buy into these kinds of dips. I would be buying this whole big dip as a crypto investor. So this would be my strategy, and therefore there has to be an understandable way when to exit. And there are many things to look at when you're trying to sell sell Bitcoin and understanding whether it's the end of the current bull run. So the previous one was at around $20,000, and would it make sense to actually exit the current bull run at about $100,000? I think that the most anticipated number is $100,000. So me personally, if I were to hold Bitcoin in this cycle, I would hold it until $100,000, and I would start selling at about 95 to 100, 105, somewhere in that range. Now, since I'm not holding any Bitcoin, the big question for most of you, my viewers as well, is when to actually sell all of your altcoins. And that is a great question, and it's actually not that very difficult. As you know, there are different cycles. There is Bitcoin season, then altcoin season, Bitcoin season, altcoin season, crypto winter, and crypto winter is when everything is slowing down, going into consolidation for a few years, waiting for the next Bitcoin halving. So, and in this case, we're coming to the end of the current bull run and to the current cycle, in my personal opinion. And currently, we are looking at the Bitcoin season. So what we have to do is wait for it to play out, to reach its maximum, if it's $100,000, maybe 120, 140, and then see the Bitcoin start to consolidate a little bit or move down slowly or up slowly. So, and when the market will start to feel a little bit shaky about the Bitcoin and will feel like the Bitcoin run is over, that's when the huge money, the huge capitalization will start to flow into all the top altcoins. And this is when, the Bitcoin dominance is going to go down and the altcoins will start dominating. So it's going to be an altcoin season. That's when everybody's taking the profit in the Bitcoin and putting it either into Ethereum or into the altcoins. So, and that usually happens within a certain period of time, like maybe within like 2 months after the finish of the Bitcoin run. So, and this is what I'm gonna be expecting. I wanna see the Bitcoin climb to the marks that I just discussed in this video. And then I want to see all of my altcoins explode to do currently right now in my portfolio on average, I have about 100% profit already. So I already doubled my money since the previous video I did on my crypto portfolio when I was putting it all together. So that's already good. I mean, it's been like, 4 or 5 months. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, maybe more. And it still is a good result, 100% profit, and especially in my sizable portfolio. But I really want to see a bigger profit. When I go into crypto, I really want to see at least like 300-400% profit. And my previous crypto portfolio, which I had since 2019, I did 2,000% profit. So that one was insane. Now, I'm not expecting as much from this one, but I want to at least see my current money in the crypto to double so I can leave at least with a few $1,000,000. That would be freaking awesome. So this is what I am expecting at this time. So once the Bitcoin dominance is gonna go down and altcoin season will start, this is where I'm gonna start looking for an exit point. A lot of the cryptos that I currently own, like Cosmos and also Polkadot, they also already have gone past their all-time highs. And I was hesitant to perhaps sell them because I had like 300-400% profit on them already, as well as Cardano at some point. I also have a lot of it, and it has gone past $3. So I was hesitant to sell it because it was too early, and I feel like I could pull like 500-600% profit on it later on when the last altcoin season will start. So this is my current plan for this. And remember that there are a lot of correlations with the stock market as well, because right now the stock market is hugely overpriced, and any kind of huge correction in S&P 500 can cause a huge correction in crypto as well. They are relatively connected for now. So this is something to watch out for as well. And I'll do a separate video on this, on the stocks, on the stock market, which could cause, what will cause the crypto market to drop hard, and when that's going to happen, in my honest prediction. And when Fed is going to be increasing the interest rates, that's when we're going to see a huge down and huge tumble down the stairs. And that also could be the beginning of the crypto winter, the upcoming crypto winter. But this is something we'll discuss in the next video. So yes, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave me a like, leave me a comment, and remember, Black Friday is there at Thomas Krallo, so go to offer.thomaskrallo.com and get in at half the price. I'll see you at the lessons. And as always, Thomas Krallo, peace and love. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.